So we're starting in a interesting spot. I've never started an episode here. We are in between the pond and this, where sun is rising, zombies are dying. We're going to continue working on this project over here. This is what we started 2 episodes ago, and hopefully after this episode, we can finish the digging portion of it because we were getting pretty darn close with that. First thing I'll need to do is put those blocks back. That's just so I can remember. And so basically, we're only gonna go till here. So it's not that big of a chunk left. I'm gonna do it all in one swoop instead of doing multiple layers down. I'm just gonna do it like this. And so anyway, so this is like this because I didn't want any. I had to make sure no tunnels at all were gonna intersect. And there's a chance this one does. And if it does, I made the staircase one higher so everything can be shifted in one, which I fear is gonna have to do. Which I'm probably gonna end up doing anyway, because it'll be more consistent with everything else. But yeah, that's one thing I've actually started doing now is making sure that my projects can happen. Well, just because I've just done so much underground randomness, I have to check so many different spots to make sure I'm not going to run into anything. Because if I'm planning this huge thing and then I run into something in the square middle, like right here, that would suck because it's like, okay, everything else is perfect, and it's like, okay, so I either have to make a weird like little room that separates two big rooms, or I have to move the thing in the middle, and it's extra work. It's fine in the beginning if it's like just like one singular tunnel that I have to just reroute a different way. But then once it hits to the point where it's like a big project like this, stuff like that is kind of detrimental, and it can ruin the once of even doing a project where it's like, okay, crap, all that work I just did, now I have to restart this. It's like, great, that's wonderful. So that's what I'm trying to not let a lot of that happen and do some of that thinking of, okay, what could be the issue beforehand, which has had some pretty promising results, and I'm kind of happy that I've started doing that. But let's see, I got to go down a little bit more. I'm worried about this pickaxe might shovel may end up breaking, but besides that, that's my only worry I have for the rest of this project at the moment. As you can see, that test room, we are approaching it pretty closely now. But, but yeah, so this episode should hopefully be a shorter one. The last two have been about to hit half an hour, which is pretty long for back-to-back non-cave tunneling mining episodes. But I mean, it is a pretty laid back thing. I'm definitely not against doing some long videos where it's literally just an hour and a half of me just straight doing something redundant, which I could have done. I could have made all three of these into one episode, but I also kind of want to have a bit of a backlog because I haven't done that in a while where I've made episodes in a row. I've kind of just been making episodes as the day is, which I mean is fine. There's no problem with it. But if something happens or I gotta go do something, I gotta either record really late at night or skip. And I don't like skipping tons of uploads. So that's kind of been my solution, which I've used for a while. I've been batch recording since probably the 20s, where I would take one of my 2 days off and I would spend one of the early mornings when when I was at the house to myself, just working on videos, which worked out really nice because I've been really weird about doing these videos with other people home. I like doing them when it's just me on like when because my one of my days off is a school day and a work day, so for most people. So then I just get the place to myself, which is nice. But then having a Saturday off means that I typically can't, and that's typically when I'll do off. If I actually generally just want to play Minecraft, I will end up just playing, and then Sunday or Monday or whenever I get a chance to record, I'm like, okay, here's some of the update stuff I did, as I didn't get a chance to record, but I did all this. I'm gonna place a few torches here only because this area is actually kind of dark, and I'm going to Yeah, look at that. It's literally like 4 layers left. So one more chest dump, and that should be it for this area. So now we just gotta head up here. So I don't know why I went quiet. Sometimes I think and I'm like, oh, I'll talk out loud, and then I just forget to talk out loud. Gosh, maybe I'm just losing it. I'm just not okay. That could just be it. Mm, keep these. Like I said last episode, I definitely need to figure out where we're gonna put the bulk storage of this. Like, I literally it's gonna be as simple as making 2 rooms, one completely cobblestone, one completely dirt, and just leaving all of our shared resources in there because all the shared of them because it just makes it a lot easier. Obviously, gravel and stone and stuff don't need rooms because we don't get bulk of it. Plus, I'm not smelting stone in the furnace, so there's no real good reason for me to have one for it. I was really hoping this dirt runs out soon. I wasn't really wanting to make another pickaxe or another diamond one. I may end up just making an iron one if it breaks, because I have went through, let's see, 3 shovel. This will be the 3rd shovel and 2 diamond pickaxes I've already broken with this project. Well, the first one pickaxe was like half, so it doesn't really count. But still, that's a lot of diamonds to use. I've used about half of the diamonds that I had that I had that were willing to be used for pickaxes and tools and stuff. So once that gets a little lower, once that gets down to probably 4 or so, I'm gonna have to just go off for another diamond mining thing, which sucks then because I don't have much iron. So yeah, it's a never ending problem. This is what it sounds like. But yeah, no, this is looking really good. I'm glad that I was finally able to start on this because I kind of when I was in playing off, I was like, okay, it's like I want to work on stuff, but I can't really do anything above until I mine below, and I'm like, I don't want to mine below till I make an episode talking about the below. So I kept just being like, okay, I'll do this one, this, and then this one, this, and then I just never did any of it. Is there more under here? We're going old school. We're going old school with this. Early days of your Minecraft world. We're gonna punch it by hand because we're a man, okay? We do things this way. We get our hands dirty. It's like those short videos of a guy who says you're not a real man if you don't eat a sandwich your bare hand and his hands just completely covered in dirt. Something like that. That's kind of what that just reminded me of. Because there is probably actual people who think that's the only way to eat a sandwich or to do things is to be completely covered in dirt. It's kind of funny, but kind of sad. I don't know which. It depends which way you look at it. Like this area is abnormally dark. This is not something I typically like doing, but only because we're so close to the floor. I'm not minding doing it. I'm gonna do these in little sections now. I'm gonna mine this section here down to the bottom, and then I'll do the next one just so I can torch a little bit and get some of these torches placed. Which is nice. And I do like how the torches are all even on the floor. They're all pretty. Goes all the way across, or all the symmetricalness, all the symmetry. I don't know why that sounded weird saying symmetry. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like whenever you go to spell a word and it just looks so weird, but it's spelled correctly. So then I'm like, doesn't look right, and then I'll say it through the microphone, and then it is spelled. I'm like, why does the word not look right? And I don't. It's weird. Especially when that happens a lot, and you're like, okay, maybe I'm actually just crazy, and I probably just am. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, now that we're kind of losing that wall, don't have this. Is it getting dark? No, I can't tell. This is another good way of doing it. Doing it by like this stripe. Oh, that would have been so bad doing it these stripes. Oh gosh. That may have actually killed me doing it that way. And then when we go to actually put the flooring in, I'll mine all that coal. I just don't feel like doing it right now, so we're just gonna leave it. Which is the lazy PB way at this point, because I'm really good at just being like, I don't want to do it. Oh well, I'll do it next time. So it is finally approaching night, so let's get this all finished up, which is good. And we're actually making good time. We're only about 11 minutes into the episode today. So we're on pace for like 15, 16-minute episode. And we will be good through the rest of my days working, because this will be posted on a Tuesday, if I remember. That's the worst, is actually when I have a video made and and I have it recorded and I just forget to edit it, and then I go and I'm like, crap, I actually had an episode even ready today. I'm like, oh well, at least I can push it back a day, and it's not that big of a deal. But it is funny when I do that. So actually, I feel like right here is actually probably the safest part to AFK. I'm gonna say it's immediately blowing up because it goes that way is spawn proof. It's that way that isn't. So if we're in this corner where it's kind of like over there, why over there is so safe is because everything's spawn proof around it. I feel like that middle section when we were in was the deadly part where if I was gonna get blown up or jumped, it would have been in that moment. And now that the wall went back, caved back in, we can now put that torch back, which is nice. And we are getting so close. All that's left is that little section, but I'm gonna have to go make a pickaxe because there is no way I can do that by hand. The other part was already pushing it, doing all of that by hand. See, this is why we keep crafting tables on us, and the rest of our sticks can go to that. It's weird making an iron shovel. I haven't made one of these in forever. It's just with how much dirt and stuff I have to mine, it just economically doesn't make sense to use that. I was not sure what you were gonna be. Okay, now all that is left is one final torch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And just like that, guys, we have the area all mined. This was a massive project. This was a lot of blocks. I don't even probably a couple thousand realistically. I was a guess maybe 3,000 blocks we had to mine here, which is probably the most we've mined in a single sesh straight. But yeah, actually, why are these still here? Don't fall on us. Gosh. Okay, we gotta go grab that. I did not realize that I had those two floating right there because I originally was just gonna leave all the dirt floating up there on torches. Then I was like, nah, that's dumb. Now it is done. Look at that. All in all of its glory. All of this is done. Obviously, this is the bottom block, so that just saved us tons of time of having to mine another layer later. But let's see. Yeah, I was gonna do more of this episode, but I say we ended here because it went pretty well. And as we cross the 15-minute mark, as we planned earlier, we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for joining us today. Let's. I'm gonna end it under the dock because this is a pretty place to sit. I love this pond. I'm such a big fan of it. I can't wait to do more with it. I'm gonna light it up in the future too. Put some light down in there, but I'll have to go to get glowstone and stuff. So that'll just be a different day. Thank you guys for joining us, and I'll catch you guys next time as we continue working on it. Bye.